In America, you don't need a good product to be successful. I mean, just look at Kia. My hypothesis is Americans will buy anything. And this week, we're gonna be putting that to the test. Over the next 7 days, I'm going to invent an intentionally horrible product with the goal of selling it to as many people as possible. Every invention starts out with an idea. So, what was our idea? Typically, a product exists to solve some sort of problem. For example, your food spoils quickly. Solution, refrigerator. Problem, your clothes get wet when you go out into the rain. Solution, umbrella. Problem, your daughter's deadbeat ex-boyfriend tries coming back into her life. Solution, baseball bat. Just kidding, kind of. These are all situations where people identified a problem and came up with a solution for it. Now in our case, we're gonna be inventing a product that no one needs. So our product can't actually solve a legitimate problem. The question then becomes, why would someone pay money for a product that doesn't help them and they don't need? 3 words, because it's funny. Millions of dollars are spent every year on gag gifts. These are gifts that people buy to give to other people as a joke. They could look like lightsaber chopsticks, a plastic bag with Q-tips saying beginner weight set. Yes, that is a real thing. Ever wanted to drop a few pounds? Look no further than this utensil kit. So our first mission was to think of a possible product we could invent. And I had very few ideas, so I needed some help. Alright guys, we have no product, we have no business, and we have no sales. Rent's coming up at the end of the month. So, what do we think? What kind of product can we sell?
You could make like DVD art or like CD art.
Well, what about pickle straws?
Pickle straws?
People like pickles.
What about a water bottle with holes coming out of it, like punctured in it, and we call it reverse water bottle?
So, a broken water bottle.
Okay, well, I was out of ideas.
Little tiny shovels on the front of your shoe so then you can always make sure it's shoveled when you're outside.
Funny idea, but we looked it up and it turns out snow shovel shoes already exist.
How about a cozy book cover?
Are those a thing?
I don't know.
They're definitely a thing.
A hot dog belt. An insulated belt where you can just pull out random hot dogs and you start eating.
Someone's gonna complain.
So it's like a tube. We pick
Yeah,
up
but
some
it
sort
looks
of
like
tube.
a belt, and then it can fit like 15 hot dogs. When you want one, you just push it around and...
Bro, this is so good. A hot dog belt. 2 items combined together to create the world's dumbest invention. Hey, Blinken and the boys will be proud. We had less than 7 days to create our product and get it ready to sell. So I got to work. After 2 hours in Illustrator, the logo was finalized. Ready, set, go.
That's actually hilarious.
The original hot dog belt. Cute, dumb, silly. It was exactly how we wanted our brand to be perceived. I can't wait to see what America looks like when this hits the shelves. Okay, so how are we actually gonna create this product? Whenever you're creating a product, there are certain factors that have to be taken into account. Is my product safe? Does my product have a negative environmental impact? Can a manufacturer realistically make my product? These are just a few of the dozens of questions and constraints that will be present. Ready to see this masterpiece?
Oh, you got nothing on Picasso over here.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Whoa!
how many hot dogs are you gonna put in there?
A lot. Whitney and I's belts both included condiment bottles and a place to put buns. However, Whitney wrapped in an insulated tube around her belt. This is where the hot dogs would stay nice and warm. My hot dogs would stay more in this fanny pack looking thing in the front. I like the idea of them actually going in the tube. Wow, that's what I was thinking about originally.
Yo, we might have struck gold here. If we can use a toe strap or a tie down as the belt, that would save us a lot of money. We can make a bunch of belts out of just this one. And it's orange, so it kind of has a hot dog theme going on anyways. So we need a belt buckle that matches the size of the tow rope. Otherwise, the pieces aren't gonna fit. The product just won't work. We're kind of at the mercy of whatever Walmart has.
The items we needed to assemble our belt were fairly common with the exception of the tube we were gonna be putting the hot dogs in. It may surprise you, but no company has created a 3-foot insulated tube that fits hot dogs perfectly and can keep them warm for hours. We had an idea for how we could construct this tube, but it was gonna require some finesse and skill to pull off.
What are we getting here?
Food bags.
food okay, this is what we're gonna put the hot dogs in. And we're gonna make the tubing, the buns.
And then the thermal bag for the tube.
Insulated food bag.
I think we could probably use this.
Yeah.
Turn on 3, 4.
Let's just take all of them.
All the components we needed to assemble the first prototype of the original hot dog belt had been acquired. Now we could try putting everything together.
So we need to see if the center release buckle will fit with this ratchet strap. I think that. Look at that. That's perfect. You gotta measure my waist?
Yep.
I have been eating a lot lately, but. So our very first step, now that my waist is measured.
We're gonna cut these 2 seams.
Okay.
Which should give us double because we'll be able to open it fully.
This is gonna keep the hot dogs hot or cold, depending on what you're feeling.
Whatever you prefer.
Nice cut, dude. Okay, to finish up this incision.
Yeah?
Look at that.
Boom.
Our thermal bag needed to have the edges sewn together so it could form a tube that we could put the hot dogs in. But there's one issue. We don't know how to sew.
It's stuck.
It's stuck?
So it's getting bunched up.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, it's literally tearing the bag.
But thank God for YouTube tutorials coming in clutch. Otherwise, we'd probably still be there.
Hey guys, don't worry. I got the sticker situation on the bottle covered, okay?
Oh, good.
Perfect.
I got this sweet belt on. I feel way better about myself just wearing this thing like, whoa. Okay, I think the biceps just got a little bigger, you know?
Okay.
Hey, you don't seem to believe me. How's this?
No, don't suck in.
I wasn't. I was pushing out, if anything. This is where we insert the hot dogs.
Insert the hot dog.
So we've been working for the last 7 hours, and this is what we have to show for it. It's tearing a little there. Hot dog. We've worked for 7 hours on this. He's trying.
Obviously, our belt looked hideous, so we created a red sleeve to go over it. Then I added the finishing touches by fabric transferring a logo to the sleeve, which took me 5 hours because I had to have it printed from a specific type of printer and I couldn't find it, and it was a whole mess. Then I added Velcro patches so we could attach condiment bottles to the belt, which didn't work at all. Aside from the belt's functional problems and the fact that it looked like a kindergartner made it during arts and crafts time, there was a much larger issue we faced. Remember the factors inventors think about when creating a product?
There are certain factors that have to be taken into account. Is my product safe?
Was our product safe? We thought so. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case. The tube we were putting the hot dogs in was not food safe. What does this mean? In the United States, the FDA has a set standard for what packaging material can be used to house food. Some materials can easily contaminate food, making it unsafe to eat. If you neglect this as a business, you could get sued and have your business shut down so fast you won't have time to say what happened. Could we construct a food-safe tube? Short answer? Probably. There's food-safe material out there that we could attempt to use, but the more practical answer is no. We had very little time and money to get this belt created. We needed to pivot and change the design. We're redesigning our hot dog belt, and I think the best course of action considering our time constraint is to attach a pouch to the front of it, pretty much like a fanny pack. Ironically, we're going back to the design that I sketched out against Whitney that we didn't do. I think we can pull this off if we attach a reusable food storage bag on the inside of a pouch, and then we attach the pouch to our belt. Two of the constraints we haven't really talked about is the price of the hot dog belt and what kind of products are out there that we could use to construct it. I want my hot dog belt to be priced somewhere between $20 and $25. So the constraint we're up against is making sure all our materials cost significantly under what we're gonna sell our belt for. So for example, we could buy this buckle release for $3.51, or we could buy 12 of them for $14, making the average cost $1.16. Now with a big enough order, we could get our costs down to 13 to 15 cents per belt. The other area where we have little control is what current products are on the market. So for example, I ordered this reusable food storage bag and it's 8 inches by basically 6 inches. That means we're gonna have to find a pouch that is bigger than that. So here we have one that's 7.87 inches by 5.5 inches. Unfortunately, the food storage bag is gonna be bigger than that, and so it won't fit. I'm pausing the time on the week while things are being delivered, just so you guys know.
fits. Yo, yes, dude. That'll be perfect, bro. We have successfully put fabric over a belt. Do you want relish on that, sir?
The original hot dog belt is complete. This will change how Americans consume hot dogs. It comes fully loaded with 3 condiment bottles, condiments not included. This pouch contains a silicone food-safe bag that you can put your hot dogs in. And let's not forget about our industrial bun bag holder. Industrial is probably not the right word, but it holds hot dog buns. So now that we've invented our product, it's time to go and sell it. Let's do it.